Well, Blake talked about this. President Trump making a very powerful pitch on health care today, really getting to the heart of what he and most other Republicans want to do. Take a listen.
I'd like the federal government to focus on the Middle East, to focus on North Korea, to focus on things where we have very big problems. The states can do a better job than the federal government when it comes to health care. And that's what we're letting you do.
Here now is Congressman Buddy Carter, Republican Congressman of Georgia. I think he put it in a nutshell, Congressman. And my question is, why is it that some Republicans don't want the federal government out of health care?
Well, I cannot answer that question. It baffles me. Listen, for those Republican senators who are now saying that they don't want to repeal it, they're essentially saying that what we've got now is better than what we could have without it. And I don't understand that at all.
Actually, it's even worse than that, Congressman, because some senators like Rob Portman, who a couple of years ago were saying we need less federal government, are now saying that we need just as much federal government in the form of Medicaid as we have in the past couple of years. So, I mean, he's all for maintaining the level of the federal government in health care, which I think, and I think the president and a lot of other people think, is making matters worse.
No question about it. Respectfully, I have to disagree with the senator. I think that Medicaid reform is one of the things that we need most. What Obamacare did to the Medicaid system, I think, was one of the worst things. I think the two worst things it did was to expand Medicaid and to take the free market choices out of health care. Those were the two worst things that this failed experiment has done.
And what about repealing Obamacare now? There are plenty of senators like Murkowski and others who voted a year ago to repeal Obamacare when it didn't matter because they knew the president would veto it. Right. And now that it matters, they're not doing it. What's up with that?
I have no idea, but I will tell you that I'm very happy, and I just applaud the president for coming down on them and for really making the point that, look, you've got an opportunity now to vote on something and to send a message to the White House and to actually get something signed. You did it 2 years ago. Why can't you do it now?
Congressman, I don't want to focus on the Senate. Your House leader, the Speaker Paul Ryan, famously came out and said we have to do health care before we do tax cuts. Now a lot of people are saying he was wrong. What do you say?
Well, whether he was right or wrong is beside the point now. We need to get health care done. We need to get over this. We need to get past it. We need to repeal this law and start from scratch. It is failing. 16 of the 17 counties that I represent in coastal Georgia are going to see increases of 25 to 40% in premiums. That is not sustainable.
All right, but is it fair to say, I just want to press you on this, is it fair to say that we could do tax reform before we get health care reform? Yes or no?
It is fair to say that, but it'll be a lot tougher. It would be much easier if we had health care reform done.
Congressman Buddy Carter, you got a long road ahead of you, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time.